Okay, once again, if we take a look at the fossil record, humans used to be a lot bigger, and now humans are getting smaller. Now, humans getting smaller.
Let me just stop you there.
One at a time, please. Whoa. Please. Can you let him finish his point, and then each in turn address it, please. Truthful, I think what they're criticising you for is that I suspect that there is actually no evidence in the fossil records that humans were much larger, and I suspect I know where you got that from. But could you cite your source, and if you can, and just saying that please let him finish his point before you address it.
Okay, humans actually used to live a lot longer. I mean, we used to live up to 930 years, according to the Bible. Now, let me make this clear. I don't have any proof, but it does say so in the Bible. I don't have any.
Right. Okay. I think you've made your point. Can I invite Aaron to address that, please?
May I speak?
You're making an assertion which you admit is unfounded and is in direct violation, opposition to the evidence that we really do have, where most people die at 40, not 400, where very few people exceeded 5 feet in height, and now we commonly exceed 6. Both of your premises are false. And as Thunderfoot already pointed out, the premise that you went on for your Pinecone is also false. And I am strongly of the suspicion that your name is equally false, and that you are just some sort of troll. I can't detect any sincerity in your argument or in your position.
May I speak real quick?
No.
If
I'm not claiming.
Address this?
I'm not.
Yeah, truthful, to be fair, can we ask Don, please, to make his point?
Yeah.
We can't have people talking over each other.
Truthful, first of all, I don't think that your comment about the pine cones was stupid. It's a fair question. Why do pine cones appear to be getting smaller over time, if indeed they are? That's not a stupid question. However, I can't say the same for your conclusion to that. I mean, you can ask a question, but I mean, you're drawing a conclusion from, well, I don't have an answer right now because I'm not talking to a pineconologist, therefore evolution is false. That is a bit of a silly conclusion. Second of all, there's something called genetic drift, whereby things don't always have to get better. I mean, allele, or basically gene frequencies, change over time. It boils down more to statistics and mathematics than anything, and I can also be responsible for it. Third of all, your claim about humans getting shorter is that's flies in the face of everything that we have. I mean, if you watch Braveheart, Edward the Longshanks, the evil king of England was supposed to be absolutely giant, towering over everybody, but he was, about 6 foot tall. Human beings are getting a lot taller. And your claim to human beings living over, 900 years and stuff, I think that can just be, addressed by the comment citation needed.
Okay, I
would like to interject at this point.
No, just before you do, please, before you do, I think it's fair to allow Truthful to respond to that. When you talk about evidence, Truthful, you were frank enough to admit to Potholer 54, as appears in his last video, that your information, for example, about the doubling of the human population in 150 years was something that you obtained down the chin.
I sincerely apologize for that because I did not account for death, so death was not included in that equation, so I sincerely apologize for it. It was a huge mistake. I shouldn't have uploaded that video, and yeah.
Right. Okay. So,
but I still believe, nonetheless, I still believe that the Earth is 6,000 years old.
Yes, but before you're doing what unfortunately a lot of people in your position do, and that is shifting from subject to subject. Let's just stick on one subject that you've raised. So the evidence. One second, Aaron. The evidence of humans getting smaller. Now, what are you basing that claim on?
Now, I'm not claiming that there's any evidence. There might be evidence, but I haven't seen that evidence.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, I'm going to interrupt you now. I'm sorry. There are a lot of other people who want to talk. If you're just coming on to say, I believe it because it's in the Bible, then there's absolutely no point in having this discussion. That is to say, if you come to a forum where we're talking about reason and scientific evidence, and all you're doing is saying, I have faith in the Bible because I believe it's to be true, then this conversation is a total waste of time.
No. I'll tell you why. Let me tell you why I believe.
Hold on. Let me tell you why obviously it seems that you are an American. I would guess that you were living in one of the western states, or perhaps in the Midwest. In the eastern seaboard, you see a lot of really old houses. And if you try to walk into these really old houses that were made 300 years ago, you're going to find out that they're much shorter in the ceiling, and you have to duck, or at least I do. Now, when we go to Australia is the same thing because it's just as new as the United States are. Now, you go to Europe, again, you see old documents, you see, or old buildings, you see old suits of armor, for example, and you realize that these are all smaller than what we could wear. I'm just giving you an example.
Let me come in here.
Okay.
Right. First of all, pine cones. I don't believe when you are describing something as diverse as the number of species of pine cones, I don't believe that there is the extensive fossil record that you claim that they are getting smaller, especially when today we actually have a sugarcane pine which can grow up to about 0.5 meter in length. Right?
Okay, can I say something?
No, let me finish up. Let me finish it up. Humans. Okay. You say that humans are getting shorter, yet we have extinct hominids, Homo florensis, who was, I forget what, 1 meter in height or something. Thirdly, we have the age, right? It is clear that humans, you claim that humans lived longer in the past and that their lifespan is decreasing. This is patently untrue from the modern history, where we have more or less tripled the average lifespan over the last, 150 years or something. And lastly, you claim that you have no evidence, but just out of interest, have you actually read the Bible?
Yes. Let me tell you why.
In which case, let me ask you one quick question about the Bible.
No.
What is the eighth book of the Bible?
Can I tell you why I believe the Bible is actually accurate? Okay, I believe the Bible is accurate and is the perfect word of God because of all the eyewitness testimonies, all of the recounts and eyewitness testimonies. And if you watch my video on TruthfulChristian 2 YouTube channel, you'll see that I have a video about Ian McCormack's testimony, and Ian McCormack.
Do you believe in UFOs?
No, I'm sorry. I'm going to cut this off. This isn't
DPR.
Yeah, this isn't an opportunity for you to come along and preach your views.
Actually,
this is a question and answer session. So I'm going to bring this call to an end very soon. I'll let Thunder say.
God bless you guys.
All right.
God bless you guys.
I magically chant you too.
Yeah, I wish you a long and delusion-free life. Has he gone?
Yeah,
that's a shame. I mean, I was about to actually basically open the Bible to a random point